Welcome to my channel. If you're a coin collector, a history lover, or someone who's just curious about rare and valuable coins, then you're in the right place. Today, we're taking a closer look at the legendary Elizabeth II one-penny coin, one of the most iconic coins from the United Kingdom. These coins may look ordinary at first glance, but some of them can actually be worth much more than just 1 penny. In this video, we'll explore the hidden details, the coin's history, mintage years, and how specific versions of this coin have gained incredible value over time. You'll discover why certain Elizabeth II one-penny coins are in high demand among collectors, what features to look out for, and how to identify if you might have a valuable one in your own collection. So sit back, relax, and join me as we uncover the story behind the Elizabeth II one-penny, a coin that could be hiding treasure in plain sight. First up, the 1996 Elizabeth II one-penny coin. Let's start by appreciating the background of this coin. The United Kingdom one-penny coin is a part of the decimal coinage system, introduced in 1971, and the 1996 version belongs to a period that many collectors consider particularly important. This is because the coin was minted during the long reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a monarch whose coins are now in even more demand following her passing in 2022. Coins bearing her image have always been popular, but now they hold even more sentimental and historical value. Now, the 1996 Elizabeth II penny carries the famous portrait of the Queen on the obverse, the front of the coin, and this portrait was designed by Raphael Maklauf. His design was used from 1985 to 1997, making the 1996 issue one of the final years before the portrait changed again. This makes the 1996 coin part of a historically significant era in UK coinage. Collectors often seek coins that feature the end of a portrait series or fall close to major changes, which increases demand and value. On the reverse side, you'll see the familiar design of the crown portcullis with chains, a symbol associated with the British Parliament. This reverse was created by Christopher Ironside and remained in use for the one-penny coin for many years. The design is iconic and represents British history and governance. These small details, both the artistic value and historical significance, make even a simple-looking coin like this worth more attention than it usually gets. The 1996 one-penny coin was minted in bronze, a composition that was later changed in newer coins. After 1992, most UK pennies were minted in copper-plated steel. However, the 1996 issue continued this trend, but earlier bronze examples are still found in circulation, and many collectors compare the characteristics of different years to identify rare varieties. In some cases, subtle changes in weight, color, or strike can make one version of a coin more sought after than another. What makes the 1996 Elizabeth II one-penny particularly interesting is that although it was produced in high numbers for circulation, many of these coins have disappeared over time. Lost, hoarded, or simply forgotten in drawers and jars, many of these coins are now difficult to find in pristine condition. Coins that have been kept in excellent shape over the years, without scratches or heavy wear, are much more appealing to collectors. And let's not forget about die variations and minting errors. While these aren't always easy to spot, they can greatly increase the value of any coin, including the 1996 one-penny. A small flaw in the minting process, such as a misaligned strike, double die, or off-center image, can make a coin unique. And in the world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins, uniqueness often equals value. Collectors love stories, and the 1996 Elizabeth II penny carries plenty of them. It's a coin from a period of economic and political change in the UK. The mid-1990s was a time when the country was transitioning into a new era, and having coins from this time feels like holding a piece of history. Every mark, every detail on a coin tells a story about the past, about how it was used, where it's been, and what was happening in the country during that year. It's important to note that this coin is especially valuable to collectors who are looking to complete full decimal penny sets, especially those focusing on Elizabeth II's reign. The year 1996 is not the rarest year, but it's one that fits into multiple important categories, making it essential for anyone putting together a full date run. A collector might already have coins from 1995 and 1997, but without the 1996 penny, the set remains incomplete. That drives demand. In addition, this coin is often sought after internationally. Queen Elizabeth II appeared on the coinage of more countries than any other monarch in history, making her coins instantly recognizable and desirable across the globe. From Canada to Australia to New Zealand and dozens of other nations, her profile is iconic. For international collectors, a British coin from her reign is not just a national symbol, it's a global legacy. Now, you might be wondering, how can a one-penny coin be valuable? The answer lies in more than just face value. Coin collecting, or numismatics, is about rarity, condition, age, design, and historical relevance. All of these factors can combine to make a coin much more valuable than people assume. The 1996 Elizabeth II penny ticks several of these boxes. It has historical significance, collector demand, and is increasingly harder to find in high-grade condition. Some collectors also focus on so-called penny hoards, which are personal collections of one-penny coins gathered over decades. People often save coins without realizing their potential worth. If you've got a jar of old pennies at home, now might be the perfect time to check if a 1996 Elizabeth II one penny is in there. If it's clean, shiny, and well-preserved, you could be holding a coin that collectors are eager to get their hands on. Many collectors today are especially interested in building sets of coins based on specific monarchs, and Elizabeth II remains one of the most popular figures in the entire coin collecting world. Her long reign, spanning from 1952 to 2022, means there are decades of coins to collect, and the 1996 penny sits right in the middle of that journey. It's a perfect coin to represent the stability and tradition of the British monarchy during the 1990s. Whether you're just starting out in coin collecting or have been collecting for years, the 1996 one-penny coin is one that deserves attention. It's not flashy or rare in the traditional sense, but it has layers of value that make it a standout piece. Every collection needs a foundation, and coins like the 1996 penny provide that. They tell a story, mark an era, and carry a quiet kind of worth that goes beyond what's stamped on the surface. So, if you come across this coin, don't ignore it. Don't just toss it aside as pocket change. Take a closer look. Check the condition, the shine, the detail. And remember, even the smallest coins can carry great value. The 1996 Elizabeth II one penny is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can become a prized collectible. Next up, the 2002 Elizabeth II one penny coin. The 2002 Elizabeth II one penny coin is part of the UK's decimal coinage system, and like other one penny coins, it was minted for everyday use. But its true worth goes well beyond its face value. This specific coin, minted in the early 2000s, comes from a unique period in British history and coin production. And because of that, it holds significant appeal for coin collectors both in the UK and worldwide. Let's begin with the obverse, the front of the coin. The 2002 penny features the fourth crown portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait replaced the previous one by Raphael Maklauf in 1998 and was used until 2015. The design is known for its realistic depiction of the Queen, with more defined facial features and a modern touch. It's an important design in the numismatic timeline, and the 2002 coin sits right at the beginning of this period, making it part of a new and defining era. This portrait represents Queen Elizabeth II in her mature years and symbolizes the stability and longevity of her reign. It's this consistency and historical presence that give coins bearing her image a global collector's appeal. Coins like the 2002 one penny are not just monetary tools. They are historical documents made of metal, carrying decades of significance in a single piece. Now, turning to the reverse side, the coin displays the iconic crown portcullis with chains, a symbol strongly associated with the British Parliament. This design was created by the respected artist Christopher Ironside. The portcullis has appeared on the one-penny coin since decimalization in 1971. The reverse of the 2002 penny keeps this classic design alive, connecting this coin to decades of British heritage and institutional symbolism. The coin's composition in 2002 is copper-plated steel, which had become the standard after 1992 due to the rising cost of bronze. This change in metal composition also gives the coin a slightly different weight and magnetic property. Interestingly, these details can help collectors distinguish between earlier and later issues, and they add another layer of character to each penny minted during this time. Even though the 2002 Elizabeth II one penny was struck for circulation, Many people don't realize that these coins are becoming harder to find in excellent condition. Circulated coins get scratched, worn down, and damaged over time. But if you come across a 2002 penny that still retains its original shine and sharp detail, you could be looking at something truly valuable, not just in terms of money, but also in collectible significance. Collectors today are constantly searching for clean, well-preserved examples of coins from specific years, and 2002 is a notable year to look out for. This is especially true for those who are trying to complete a full-date set of Elizabeth II 1-penny coins. Every year is important in such a set, and 2002 is one of those years that bridges the gap between the 20th century and the newer millennium, making it more than just another date on a coin. One of the major factors that make this coin valuable is its connection to a key period in the Queen's reign. By 2002, Queen Elizabeth II had already celebrated her Golden Jubilee, marking 50 years on the throne. That year alone was full of national events, celebrations, and a renewed appreciation for her service to the country and the Commonwealth. Collectors who focus on coins tied to important royal milestones often target this year specifically for its commemorative value. What also makes the 2002 penny special is that, although it was minted in large numbers for general use, fewer and fewer high-quality examples are appearing in circulation today. Many have been taken out of use, worn down, or forgotten in drawers and jars. And it's this growing scarcity of pristine coins that adds to their collectible status. The fewer perfect examples there are, the more sought after they become. Another point of interest is that some collectors search for minting errors, those little imperfections that happen during the coin-making process. While not all 2002 pennies have known errors, any small misstrike, doubling of letters, or irregularities on a coin from this year can make it even more desirable. Error coins can become valuable simply because of their rarity and uniqueness. It's also important to talk about international demand. Queen Elizabeth II appears on coins from dozens of countries across the globe. This makes her coins among the most collected worldwide. The 2002 1-penny, though a small denomination, is often included in international collections due to its association with one of the most recognized figures in world history. For global collectors, this coin holds both numismatic and cultural significance. And while it might be just 1 penny, don't underestimate its worth in the collecting community. Many people begin their journey into coin collecting with low-denomination coins like this one. They're easy to find, simple to study, and full of hidden details. And over time, some of these coins rise in value, not just because of metal content, but because of their condition, context, and collector demand. Think of it this way. Every coin tells a story, and the 2002 Elizabeth II 1-penny tells a story of tradition, change, and continuity. It represents the beginning of the 21st century, a long-serving monarch, and a rich cultural heritage. That makes it much more than just spare change. It makes it a piece of British history. Whether you're a beginner collector or a seasoned expert, the 2002 penny deserves a spot in your collection. It connects to multiple collecting themes: monarch portrait changes, early 21st century mintage, and coins associated with Jubilee years. These layers of meaning give the coin added depth, and that's what makes it valuable. So the next time you're sorting through your coins, keep an eye out for the 2002 Elizabeth II 1-penny. Check its condition. Look at the shine, the edges, the clarity of the Queen's portrait, and the reverse design. If you find one that's well preserved, it's definitely worth holding on to. Because not all value is printed on the face of the coin. Sometimes, it's hidden in the history it carries. Next up, the 2011 Elizabeth II 1-penny coin. At first glance, the 2011 1-penny coin might appear just like any other. It's small, round, and has a coppery color that most people overlook. But for coin collectors and enthusiasts, this coin holds special meaning. It's not just about how it looks or how often you see it. It's about where it comes from, how it was made, and the legacy it represents. And yes, this coin is considered valuable in the world of coin collecting. Let's start by understanding the context of this coin. The 2011 Elizabeth II 1-penny coin is part of the United Kingdom's decimal coinage system, introduced in 1971. Since then, the 1-penny coin has remained a fixture in daily UK transactions. But the 2011 version is far more than just spare change. This coin was minted during a fascinating period in British coin history, and several features make it stand out among other modern pennies. On the obverse, or the front of the coin, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This version of her portrait was created by Ian Rank Broadley and was introduced in 1998. It features a mature and highly detailed depiction of the Queen, complete with the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Rank Broadley's design aimed for realism and clarity, and collectors appreciate the lifelike representation of one of the most iconic monarchs in world history. This particular obverse design was used until 2015, and the 2011 coin falls right in the middle of that series. Coins from this time are known for their sharpness, intricate details, and high-quality strikes. As a result, well-preserved examples from 2011 are increasingly sought after by those who focus on collecting by portrait series or by year. Now, moving on to the reverse side, and this is where the 2011 penny becomes even more interesting. Unlike older pennies, which featured the traditional crowned portcullis, the 2011 version features a segment of the Royal Shield of Arms. This design was introduced in 2008 as part of a complete redesign of the UK's circulating coins. Each denomination shows a different portion of the Royal Shield, and when all coins from 1 penny to 50 pence are placed together, they form the complete shield. The 1 penny coin displays the lower left portion of the shield, including the first quarter of the English lion passant. This was a bold move in modern UK coin design. It reflected a more contemporary and unified style across denominations, and it gave the penny a fresh visual identity. Collectors of modern coinage often target these Shield series coins to complete the full Shield layout. The 2011 penny fits perfectly into this design set, making it a key coin for collectors who are building Royal Shield sets or focusing on post-2008 issues. Another thing that adds value to the 2011 Elizabeth II penny is its metal composition. Like other pennies minted since 1992, the coin is made from copper-plated steel. While this composition helps reduce production costs, it also has unique characteristics. For example, the coin is magnetic due to its steel core, which sets it apart from earlier bronze issues. Over time, these subtle differences become points of interest for numismatists, especially those who specialize in material changes in coinage history. Though the 2011 1 penny was minted in large numbers for general circulation, not all coins were struck equally. Some coins may show striking flaws, misalignments, or tiny minting errors that increase their collector appeal. While such errors are rare, they do exist and make the hunt for these coins even more exciting. Collectors carefully examine 2011 pennies for doubled letters, missing details, or off-center designs that can turn a common coin into a unique collectible. These varieties, even if subtle, can make a coin more valuable simply because of its rarity and uniqueness. What also makes the 2011 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin desirable is its connection to the final decade of the Queen's reign. Queen Elizabeth II served as monarch for over 70 years, and coins from her later years carry strong historical and emotional significance. The 2011 penny falls during a time of stability in British history, before the Queen's Diamond Jubilee and long before her eventual passing in 2022. For collectors who focus on timelines or royal milestones, this coin is part of that essential narrative. You might be asking yourself, how can a 1 penny coin from 2011 be valuable when millions were made? That's a fair question. But coin collecting isn't just about rarity in terms of mintage numbers. It's also about condition, context, design, and demand. If you have a 2011 1 penny in mint or near mint condition, with no scratches, full luster, and sharp edges, it's already far more desirable than a worn example pulled from circulation. Many collectors today are building complete yearly sets of UK coinage. This means they need every denomination from each year, including the 1 penny coin. The 2011 1 penny becomes a required piece in that puzzle. Its importance grows not because of scarcity alone, but because of its place within these complete collections. As people pull the best specimens from circulation, the number of high-grade coins naturally drops, increasing the appeal of the remaining ones in great condition. It's also worth noting that even outside the UK, the 2011 Elizabeth II 1 penny attracts global attention. Coins with Queen Elizabeth II's image are collected internationally, from Canada and Australia to Asia and Africa. Her global legacy ensures that coins bearing her likeness will always be in demand. The 2011 penny, being both modern and part of a unique design series, enjoys the same global collector interest. Another angle that makes this coin valuable is education. Coin collectors often begin their journey with small denomination coins like the penny. These coins are easy to find, affordable to collect in large numbers, and packed with details to study. The 2011 penny offers educational value. With its updated design, portrait evolution, and metal composition, all serving as lessons in modern British numismatics. So, if you've come across a 2011 Elizabeth II one-penny coin, don't dismiss it as just another copper piece of change. Look at it carefully. Examine the condition, check the detail in the Queen's portrait, inspect the shield segment on the reverse. If it's shiny, clean, and sharp, hold on to it. Because coins like this are not just currency, they're history in your hand. And history, especially when it's well-preserved and meaningful, is always valuable. To summarize, the 2011 Elizabeth II one-penny coin is part of a legacy. It features the iconic portrait of a monarch who served her country for more than 7 decades. It carries a bold new reverse design that fits into a broader royal shield layout. It was struck during a time of peace, stability, and modernization. And although it was made for everyday transactions, collectors now recognize its long-term value. So don't overlook the simple things. That penny in your drawer, that coin in your change jar, it might be more than you think. The 2011 Elizabeth II one-penny coin is a brilliant example of how a small object can carry great importance. And in the world of coin collecting, that makes it absolutely worth your attention. Now we'll explore the 2015 Elizabeth II one-penny coin. Let's begin by looking at the broader picture. The 2015 Elizabeth II one-penny is part of the UK's decimal coinage system, which began in 1971. Over the decades, the one-penny coin has changed in design, composition, and significance, and the 2015 version stands out for some very special reasons. At first glance, it may look like just another penny, but once you understand the background and the details, you'll realize it's much more than spare change. One of the most important aspects of the 2015 one-penny coin is the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, or front, of the coin. This was the first year that featured a brand new effigy of the Queen, created by artist Jodie Clark. His design replaced the Ian Rank Broadley portrait that had been used from 1998 until 2015. This means that some 2015 one-penny coins were minted with the older portrait and some with the new one. And that makes the year 2015 unique and highly significant in British numismatic history. Jodie Clark's portrait was groundbreaking for several reasons. First, he was the youngest artist ever to have his design selected for official UK coinage. Second, his portrait was the first to be created entirely using computer-aided design and digital technology. It gives a fresh, elegant, and more lifelike representation of Queen Elizabeth II, showcasing the monarch in a dignified and respectful way in her later years. For collectors, portrait transitions are always significant. Coins that mark the beginning of a new design era are instantly more appealing, and the 2015 penny is one of those important transitional coins. On the reverse side, the 2015 penny continues to feature the royal shield design, which was introduced in 2008. This clever and modern design by Matthew Dent displays a small portion of the full royal arms of the United Kingdom. When you place coins from 1 penny up to 50 pence together, they form the complete shield. The 1 penny coin shows the lower left corner of the design, including part of the English lion. This innovative approach created a sense of unity among UK coins and turned even the smallest denominations into pieces of a larger puzzle. The Royal Shield series became a favorite among collectors almost immediately. It was fresh, symbolic, and patriotic. The 2015 penny, being part of this series, plays an essential role in completing Royal Shield coin sets. For those building date runs or full shield layouts, this coin is a must-have. And when you combine that with the new portrait change in 2015, you get a coin with 2 powerful features: a new obverse and a modern reverse, both packed with numismatic interest. Now, let's talk about the material of the coin. Like most 1 penny coins minted after 1992, the 2015 penny is made from copper-plated steel. This composition was chosen to keep production costs low. However, it also gives the coin a magnetic quality, which makes it different from the earlier bronze versions. For collectors, differences in metal composition, weight, and magnetic behavior all add layers of value and meaning. Over time, these details help define entire eras of coinage. Even though millions of 2015 one-penny coins were minted for circulation, the number of high-quality, well-preserved examples is much smaller than people realize. Coins in general circulation get scratched, worn, and dirty quickly. But when collectors find a 2015 penny with a bright finish, sharp detail, and minimal marks, those coins are immediately more desirable. Condition always matters in numismatics, and pristine examples of the 2015 penny are considered valuable, especially when they feature the new Jodie portrait. In addition to condition, there are always possibilities of minting variations and errors. Sometimes coins leave the mint with small flaws, like misaligned strikes, doubling in the lettering, weak edges, or other imperfections. These error coins are usually very rare and become highly collectible. With the 2015 penny being a transitional year, some minor inconsistencies between the old and new dies are known to occur, and sharp-eyed collectors are always on the lookout for such varieties. Another important reason why the 2015 penny is considered valuable is because of its timing. It came during the later years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, only a few years before her passing in 2022. As interest in her legacy has grown significantly in recent years, coins bearing her image, especially those marking milestone years, have become much more sought after. The 2015 one-penny coin represents a pivotal time, a blend of tradition and modernity, marking one of the Queen's final portrait changes during her historic reign. Collectors around the world also look for coins that feature Queen Elizabeth II, not just in the UK. Her image appears on the coinage of many nations: Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and several countries in Africa and the Caribbean. But the UK coins carry a special kind of prestige. For international collectors, the 2015 penny with the new portrait is not just another coin. It's a representation of British heritage, monarchy, and evolving artistic expression that gives it global value and appeal. The 2015 one penny is also often found in annual sets and proof collections released by the Royal Mint. These sets are specially struck for collectors and feature coins in mint or proof condition, often with extra attention to detail and finish. The 2015 sets are very popular because of the debut of the new obverse portrait. Even though those specific coins may not have been used in everyday circulation, their collector versions further increase awareness and interest in the 2015 date across all versions of the coin. Some people may wonder why a coin with a face value of just 1 penny could be worth anything to collectors. The answer is simple. Value in coin collecting comes not just from rarity, but from relevance, design changes, historical context, and condition. The 2015 Elizabeth II 1 penny checks all of those boxes. It may be a low denomination, but its role in the overall coinage timeline makes it highly collectible. It holds a distinct place in the history of UK currency, and that makes it valuable. If you happen to have a 2015 1 penny coin, now is the time to take a closer look. Does it have the newer Jodie portrait or the older Ian Rank Broadley portrait? Is the design sharp and free of scratches? Does it still shine like new? These are the kinds of details that collectors pay attention to. And if your coin has those features, it's definitely something to hold on to. Coins like the 2015 penny are perfect for beginning collectors, too. They're modern, easy to find in circulation, and packed with historical and design significance. Building a collection around coins like this is not only rewarding, but also educational. It helps collectors understand how small details, like portrait changes, minting techniques, or symbolic artwork, reflect bigger changes in a nation's story. To summarize, the 2015 Elizabeth II 1 penny coin is much more than it appears. It's a coin that bridges past and present. It features the final monarch of a long and historic reign. It introduces a new portrait that marked a new chapter in coin design. And it continues the Royal Shield series that helped reshape the look of modern UK coinage. All of these factors, the timing, the design, the symbolism, and the collectability, come together to make this coin valuable in the eyes of collectors around the world. So, the next time you see a 1 penny coin from 2015, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment to appreciate its history, its design, and its place in the bigger picture of numismatics. It might seem small, but it carries a lot of meaning. And in the world of coin collecting, meaning often turns into value. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed learning about these Elizabeth II 1-penny coins, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos about rare, historic, and valuable coins from around the world. Keep collecting, keep discovering, and remember, sometimes the smallest coins hold the biggest stories.